ultimately, there was a article written by I believe it was Chad Reuter. I think that's how you say his name. And basically what he was talking about was some of the day 3 picks from this year's NFL draft and certain players that he thinks are going to have a chance to compete to be a starter in year 1. So obviously when we're talking about day 3, that's anybody 4th round or later. All right. So quick refresher on, let's make sure I wonder if I could do this off the top of my head. Actually, I ain't even gonna try to do this off the top of my head. Top 4 pick, or the picks that we have 4th round or later. We obviously brought in Mason McCormick. Then after Mason, we went Logan Lee, Ryan Watts. Make sure I ain't forgetting nobody on the back end, right? Who am I forgetting? That was it, yeah, because everybody was just undrafted dudes. So those are the 3 dudes that would be in, I guess, contention or even have an opportunity.
Undrafted dudes?
For the sake of the article, let's do it like a hybrid. First, we'll react as is without thinking undrafted dudes. And then after we react to it, see how we feel about it, then we could talk to undrafted dudes as well. All right. So, in terms of the players that the article had referenced, man, the first dude was Tanner Bortolini, offensive guard out of Wisconsin. Was a 4th round pick to the Colts. The second dude that he thought had a chance to start in his rookie year was DeCamerion Richardson, the cornerback out of Mississippi State, was also a 4th round draft pick to the Raiders. Then from there, the third guy he had was Jatavian Sanders, the tight end out of Texas to the Panthers, also a 4th round pick. His 4th person that he had on his list of players getting a chance to make it or just to start their rookie year out of day 3 was I just dropped Cedric Gray out of North Carolina, drafted to the Tennessee Titans in the 4th round. Troy Franklin out of Oregon, wide receiver, 4th round also to the Denver Broncos. Brought up Ray Davis. Shout out to Ray Davis, Kentucky running back, 4th round pick, obviously to the Buffalo Bills. Then from there at 7, Casey Washington, wide receiver from Illinois, drafted to the team we were just talking about, Atlanta Falcons. Hopefully we don't have to worry about him early on, but we'll see. All right. Then at number 8, D'Adrian Taylor Demerson, the DB out of Texas Tech that was drafted to the Cardinals in the 4th round. Tyrese Knight, the UTEP linebacker that got drafted to the Seahawks in the 4th. Cedric Van Pran, think you've heard of that name before, 5th round draft pick to none other than the Buffalo Bills. Shout out. Then from there, Charles Smith Wade, the corner out of Washington State to the Carolina Panthers in the 5th round. And then the 12th player that he had ranked with a chance to start as a day 3 rookie, none other than Pittsburgh's Mason McCormick. Obviously, we drafted him in the 4th round, 119th overall out of South Dakota State. So definitely like that. I'll read the rest of because it was 15 names total. So like I said, Mason McCormick was at 12. At 13, Tahib Steele, the corner out of Maryland to the Chargers. Tommy Eckenberg, the linebacker from Ohio State, 5th round draft pick to the Raiders. And the last person that he brought up was the 6th round draft pick, 177th overall selection out of Oklahoma, the tackle Walter Rouse, to the Minnesota Vikings. All right. You got the drink. Because I would say if you could read the little write-up they put on him. And after that, man, we kind of react to this joint.
McCormick has the toughness and athleticism to take a starting spot from James Daniel or Isaac Seumalo. Yes, that potentially means the Steelers would start 3 rookies on the offensive line, but some Steeler fans might argue McCormick, left tackle Troy Fautanu, and center Zach Frazier will quickly constitute an improvement over last year's group, despite their lack of experience.
All right. How you feeling about that, man?
Yeah, I don't see it happening at all. I guess this guy had to come up with 12 names for this article.
Talk to him, bro. Talk to him.
Mason McCormick. It's not a bad pick, but his reasoning is off.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs to flat out say if James Daniel or Isaac Seumalo get hurt, then Mason McCormick can start. He's only one play away from starting at either one of those guard spots, either left or right. Because, no, he's not beating out James Daniel or Isaac Seumalo this offseason. No. Could he be the future over one or both of these guys in 2025 and going forward? Yeah, sure. And that's why I like the draft pick in round 4. But nah, I don't like their assessment on this one.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
agree with the assessment. I like that they picked the dude and they
Yeah.
probably think highly of Mason McCormick and
Mhm.
his ability to even just consider him potentially getting the spot over Daniels or Sayamalu, but I'm just here to tell you it's not happening.
Yeah. I was like, I like the optimism. I like the fact that we're getting talked about. I like the fact that they even feel like we're picking players in the, latter portion of the draft that still can come in and contribute sooner rather than later. But yeah, Deke, I'm with you. What are we talking about, man? James Davis, Isaiah Malu, they better not just be starting. They better still be dogs. Like, we need that from them, man. So yeah, I don't think that in terms of just the toughness and athleticism part that he was referencing, I don't think that that is more than James Daniels and Isaac Seumalo's toughness and athleticism. And that's a big part for me in terms of if that's what you're specifically referencing, as in this is a bonus for him. It came off as like, well, that means that these two don't have those same characteristics and traits. And yeah, I don't agree with that at all, man. But yeah, an injury could happen. And then, I mean, I feel like we still be kind of pooping on the homie Nate Herbig. Cause it's like, dang, you still got Nate in the building, man, and we still feel good about him. Yeah, that's why we, signed him last year. But Mason definitely has an opportunity though. Could he beat out Nate Herbig? Sure. Do I think he beats out Seumalo or James Daniels this offseason? No. But like Deke also said, do I think he could be the future? Sure. I think it's a dope pickup, man. 4th round value on that. So I definitely like that.